To understand what's going on in today's election in Mexico, let's quickly rewind to 1929. So in 1929, Mexico was finally coming out of a very complicated couple of decades. After over 30 years of dictatorship, a revolution, a counter-revolution and a civil war, it appeared that a certain type of peace was starting to appear. The National Mexican Party was founded in 1929, and due to its role in convincing revolutionary generals to hand over their armies to the Mexican army, it's considered by many that the foundation of this party is what brought an end to the revolution. The party, eventually renamed the Institutional Revolutionary Party, or the PRI as we'll be calling it, established itself as the ruling party and ruled Mexico for no less than the rest of the entire freaking century. In spite of being repeatedly accused of fraud, the party remained in control of all state governorships, Congress seats and the presidency until the early 80s, and kept on holding most of the public offices until the year 2000. Only in 2000 did the PRI finally lose the presidency to the PAN, or the National Action Party. So the PAN has been in charge for the past 12 years, and the original outlook for a new dawn of democracy hasn't really panned out. Economic growth has been modest. And also under PAN rule, drug wars have increased and killed over 60,000 people. The quarreling rival cartels have made cities like Ciudad Juarez almost completely uninhabitable. Now let's look at the three main faces running for office today. In third place in the poll stands Josefina Vázquez for the PAN. She was a minister under both the PAN presidents who were in office between 2000 and 2012. The main difference between her and her opponents right now seems to be that they have broadcasters and unions on their side, while she is backed by none. In second place in the polls is Andrés López Obrador, of the leftist Party of the Democratic Revolution. He's a left-wing candidate running on the promise of jobs, legalization of abortion and gay marriage. López Obrador lost the election in 2006 by less than 1%, and he never really came to terms with that defeat. And finally, the frontrunner of the campaign, and the reason most people are concerned about the Mexican election, Enrique Peña Nieto. Apparently, what voters appreciate in this candidate is that he's young, handsome, dynamic and successful. Hell, he's even married to a beautiful telenovela actress. The thing is, throughout the whole campaign, he's managed to keep most of his convictions quiet. And he is running for the PRI. The same party that only let go of the presidency after 70 years of rule. However, Peña Nieto has given the impression of wanting to break away from PRI tradition. The PRI is affirming itself as a changed, modern, forward-thinking party, and Peña Nieto supports that image. A quite interesting thing happened in this campaign, though. The birth of the Yo Soy 132 movement. This is a student movement that started as a protest against Peña Nieto at the university. They've been pleading for more transparency in the election because of suspicions of fraud, and they've been allowed by the Federal Electoral Institute to witness the vote counts in each district. We'll know tonight what the result of this election was, and get a glimpse of the next few years for Mexico. Whichever the winner, this election almost certainly represents a turning point for Mexican politics. We'll talk about all that next week. All the links to my sources for this video are in the blog, but I mainly centered my work on a great report from The Economist, which you should read if this is the sort of thing that you're interested in. Any questions? Leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next week.